Hello, David. Are you ready to learn about electric shock? Good. Electric shock is one of the most serious and immediate risks facing a welder. You can receive an electric shock when you touch two metal objects that are electrically hot. David, in front of you is a live wire that's been severed. If you were to touch both wires... David, I said if. Please, listen carefully. If you were to touch both wires, your body would experience an electric shock. Thankfully, the voltage across these particular wires is relatively low. But let's pretend for a moment, David, that you are up high, like on a ladder. David, no. Don't climb the ladder. I'm saying, let's pretend. If you were high on a ladder, even a low-voltage shock could very well startle you enough to send you falling, likely resulting in gruesome permanent injury or even death. Don't worry, David. Stu is a cartoon and can recover from any injury. The severity of an electric shock is greatly influenced by the magnitude of the current flowing through your body. Also important to the severity is the type of current producing the shock, alternating current or direct current. Didn't pay attention in physics class, did we? Well, let's try illustrating it another way. This is Brian. Brian is a low-voltage direct current. If you were to come into contact with Brian, the initial shock to your body may not be severe. However, if you were to remain in contact with Brian for an extended period of time, the chance of bodily injury increases. Thankfully, you're able to let go of Brian at any time. However, we've invited your friend Ted to be high-voltage alternating current. If you were to come into contact with Ted, not only would the initial shock be extremely dangerous, but alternating current can also initiate uncontrollable muscle contractions that can create an inability to let go of Ted and even stop your heart. This is a potentially deadly situation. Go ahead, Ted. I know you don't want to do it, but we're teaching valuable safety lessons here, and it's important to demonstrate so that David really gets it. Thank you, Ted! There you are. You see, David, in welding, you will encounter both alternating current and direct current at varying voltages. All can be very dangerous, even fatal, under certain circumstances. An electric shock received while welding can range anywhere from 20 to 100 volts and is called a secondary or welding voltage shock. The voltage inside of welding equipment, however, is commonly much higher, ranging from 120 to 575 volts or greater. An electric shock of this magnitude is called a primary voltage shock and is more than enough to cause severe injury or death. Now, David, there's no reason to be afraid, but it is important to clearly understand the risks involved when working with electricity so that you can take the proper safety precautions to ensure a long and safe career in the welding industry.